welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. A champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
As much as you try to tell yourself, Mike, that this is just another game, the reality is it just isn't. It doesn't matter if it's your first Super Bowl or your 10th. This is the game you've dreamt about playing in from the first time you put on pads all the way back in Pop Warner. You're bound to get emotional in some capacity, but you have to get that out of the way and get ready to do everything in your power to turn those childhood dreams of hosting the Lombardi into a reality. As long as this guy does his part, we're going to have a fighting chance to come out on top.
Here's 2nd and 6. Motion man is Rice. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Man in motion is Smith. And they'll throw here with Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman win. That's Devontae Smith. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts will try it again. Now he takes off. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. Here's Barkley. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On the ground, this is Piron. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across. Setting up second and goal. Second and goal. Motion man is Rice. They'll run with Pacheco. He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. Strong. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So after one here in Super Bowl 59, 13-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Open man downfield. It's Rice. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down. Patrick to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good. Eagles, 1st down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hurts again. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
to the air again. Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. Hurts now. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Dallas Goedert, touchdown Eagles. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Chiefs offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Pacheco. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rice open, he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the 1st half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We got a strong 1st half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one, a deep shot for Rice. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, KC. They go play action with Mahomes. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That pickup good for 29 yards. So they for 1st down and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play,
so the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Barkley. And it'll be a pickup of 3, so 3rd down forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
His offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Still 1st down.
Motion man is Rice. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Room to run at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down. They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Run down. That's a loss on the play. 3rd and long. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right.
And that big offensive line, clearing space, he's in. Isaiah Pacheco, touchdown, Kansas City. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Britton Covey now on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Now Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Mike Dana working his way in there to record the sack. Here comes the Eagles punt team. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chiefs offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action here. Mahomes. Open man downfield. It's Rice. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play here in the big game. 42 yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. open downfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tip.
That is caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there is a flag down. They may have gotten him for the push-off.
Pass interference. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown.
Still second down.
A handoff to Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mahomes back. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. A big play here in the big game. 36 yards.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third and long for Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That's taken in, and he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's first and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Eagles.
Again, Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. They're in four-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are able to cut the deficit to 10. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And the Chiefs have done it. They are once again Super Bowl champions. Another great moment for this terrific franchise. The Lombardi Trophy once again belongs to the Kansas City Chiefs, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will put a wrap on this year on EA Sports. Thanks to my partner, Greg Olson, for a great first season together in the booth. Until the fall, Mike Tirico, good night from the Super Bowl in New Orleans.